name is Teresa Wilson, and I am your city manager for the city of Columbia. I'll be serving as your mistress of ceremonies this evening, so bear along with me. I am going to, at this time, welcome our program guests. Join me in welcoming the Honorable DeAndre Gist Benjamin from the United States Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. The Honorable Daryl Jackson, South Carolina Senate, District 21. The Honorable Jean Hafer Toll, retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of South Carolina. The Honorable John W. Kittredge, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of South Carolina. At this time, our additional program guests, and the reason why we are all here this evening, Councilman-elect Sam P. Johnson, at large. Councilman Peter M. Brown, District 4. Councilwoman Tina N. Herbert, District 1. Mayor Daniel J. Rickaman. Councilman Ed McDowell. Councilman Will Brennan, Councilman Tyler Bailey, and our pastor to offer invocation shortly, Pastor Don Hyde of the Downtown Church. Please stand as we begin to transition for our invocation to begin this evening's program, and I'm welcoming Pastor Don Hyde to the podium.
Let us pray. Dear God, we pray this day for our beloved city and for its elected officials. We lift to you by name Mayor Daniel Rickaman, Councilwoman Tina Herbert, Councilman Peter Brown, and Councilman-elect Sam Johnson. We thank you, O God, for placing the call on their lives to serve the greater community. Bless them and the work that they have been called to do. Give them energy, imagination, intelligence, and love for the people that they serve. Remind them that their knowledge and expertise is not enough on its own. To make an impact, they need to engage their citizens and each other. We ask a special blessing on their family and on the friends that have come today. We give thanks for the silent sacrifices made by families and by the encouragement given by friends to make this level of commitment to leadership possible. We pray this day for our city, O Lord. Strengthen our ties across differences. Help us to do the hard work of finding common ground. Make room for unlikely friendships among us. Help us all to pay more attention to those you cared for, the vulnerable, especially the orphan, the widow, the disabled, the poor, the children. May these leaders and each one of us remember that each decision we make touches real lives, real families, real hopes and dreams for our city. So when challenges are heavy, let your light rise. When disagreements come, let understanding lead the way. When the direction forward seems unclear, make our next step faithful to those we serve. Bless the city of Columbia, O God. Bless its streets and its schools, its neighborhoods and offices. Bless each person who resides here. May all of us reflect your light to each other. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Hyde. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the City of Columbia Honor Guard, followed by the national anthem. Please be seated. Thank you again to today's program participants. And this is the time where I mentioned bear with me as your mistress of ceremonies. One of the things I learned first years ago in local government under Mayor Cobal's tenure was that he didn't leave anybody out. I don't know how he does that, and I'm not sure if he's here tonight. So I'm going to do my best to acknowledge and recognize several members of our community who are in attendance. Members of the clergy, if you are here, please stand. Thank you. Thank you. I know we have many members of the judiciary that we've already acknowledged, but we also have our municipal court judges with us today. I know Chief Judge Jeffries is here and the whole team. Please stand to be recognized. Also, any other members of the judiciary, if you are here, please stand. Thank you. Also, our neighborhood leaders, so important for the work that we do here in the city of Columbia. Any neighborhood leaders here in the city, please stand and be recognized. Wonderful. Of course, our elected officials. I know that we have several members of our legislature here. We've already acknowledged Senator Jackson, but I know Representative Grant is here, Senator Devine is here, Representative McDaniel, Annie McDaniel, I believe, Representative Jermaine Johnson, okay, Representative Camberell Garvin, I believe, and Representative Todd Rutherford. Any other members of our legislative body, our state legislators, please stand and be recognized. And their families. I see the family members here. I see you, Commissioner Devine, with the school board. We also are so excited that our Richland County partners, our Richland County council members are here. Chairwoman Jessica Mackey, please stand as I call your name. Vice Chairman Derek Pugh, Councilman Paul Livingston, Councilman Jason Branham, Councilwoman Tyra Little, Councilwoman Gretchen Cooper, Councilwoman Tish Dozier-Allian, I always mess up your name, I'm sorry, Councilwoman Shakise Newton, and Administrator Leonardo Brown, my colleague, I think may be here. They also have, thank you. The county attorney is noted to be here, and their Patrick Wright, their clerk of council, Annette Carrillo, and their treasurer, Kendra Dove, may be here as well. So we want to thank our Richland County partners. Any other appointed administrators, presidents, or representatives of higher education institutions, I want to say I saw President John Dozier maybe with Columbia College. Any other members and appointed members, state agency heads, thank you to everyone. This is such a critical time in the life of a city, so it means a lot to me personally and all of the council members that you're here to share in this time with us. And of course, I must recognize the team that gets it done at the city. All city staff, our city department heads, the executive management team, the assistant city managers, Chief Holbrook, his leadership team, Chief Jenkins, his leadership team. Would you all please stand? Our city attorney, Teresa Knotts, all of them are here. All city staff, please stand. Thank you to the city team. Couldn't do it without them. At this time, I would like to personally thank our former mayors and members of City Council and their families. They are in attendance, many of them, and I would ask them to stand. Of course, I've mentioned Mayor Coble, but Mayor Benjamin, your legacy will forever be cherished. I don't know if Mayor Coble's here. And Judge Benjamin, their family members, if they're here, please stand. I see Councilman Duval in the house. I think I saw former Councilman Luther Batiste. Former council members, please stand if you are here. Oh, and Councilman, yay, Mr. Davis, Councilman Sam Davis.
You do.
And is Mr. Cromartie here? Where is he? Councilman Cromartie is here. Wonderful. Excellent. It's a big deal, y'all, when all the council persons come back. Because I work so closly with each council member, I do recognize the sacrifices that they and their families make to serve our community every single day. To the members being sworn in again today and our newest member, thank you. Thank you very much. Mayor Rickman, Laura, Carlisle, and Ellie, thank you. Ms. Herbert, is Mama Herbert here? And Asada, there she is. Thank you. Mr. Brown, Pam, Mary Rutledge, Ashley, McCain, and Cecilia. Thank you. And now the husbands, right, Mr. Brown? Yes. One husband. Okay, so far, one husband. And Mr. Johnson, councilman to be. Thank you, Ashley, Kennedy, and Olivia. Thank you very much. We know that thanking you in advance is important because there's a lot of work to be done, and for your willingness to serve and all the sacrifices you will continue to make for Columbia and her citizens. You have already committed yourselves to a deep and sincere resolve to grow our city for the betterment of all of our citizens. Your vision is being demonstrated by your words, not just on the campaign trail, although we heard some taglines that kind of came to life this year. And your actions presently and those on the horizon are demonstrated by these words, okay? So the staff and I, we hear you, we pay attention, we're listening when you all put these ideas out there, and it's on me and the staff to put it to practice. So, Mr. Brennan, we hear you when you're talking about every member in this community needs to have a seat at the table. We hear you, Councilwoman Herbert, as you build together in communities and tell these young children as you're playing games with them, let's build something together. Councilman Bailey, every corner, every community should be included. Nobody's extra special. Everybody needs to be included. And Councilman to be, Councilman-elect Johnson, it's about you. It's about each individual in our city to feel a part of the whole puzzle and all the pieces we're putting together. And then comes Mr. Brown. How could we forget to buckle up and then reverend it down to add to that and say, well, when you buckle up, you better lean forward. And so we are buckling up, we're leaning forward, and our mayor, with the infectious energy, I always tell everyone, because they'll say, what's your mayor doing today? And I'm saying, oh, he's got ideas again today. He's got so much energy that you just have to love it, and you don't stop believing, Mr. Mayor. Don't stop believing Columbia. So at this time, you will hear from our newest member as well as our members taking the oath of office once again, and we will transition into those administration of the oaths of office. As outlined on your program, each elected official will take his or her oath and then offer remarks. And at this time, I will ask for Councilman-elect Sam P. Johnson at large and his family to join us on the podium. The oath to be administered by the Honorable DeAndre Gist Benjamin, United States Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit.
Looking for the X. Okay, you got it. I think so. You won't get it at all. Hold it. Okay. You got it. You hold it on the side. You got it.
There you go. There you go.
All right, put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. Smile. Ready? All right, first I will administer the municipality oath. As a council member of the municipality
as a council member of the municipality
of the City of Columbia,
of the City of Columbia,
I will equally, fairly,
fairly,
and impartially,
to
the best of my ability
the best of my ability
and skill, exercise the trust reposed in me, and I will use my best endeavors to preserve the peace and carry into effect, according to law, the purposes for which I have been elected. So help me God. In the state constitutional oath, I do solemnly swear that I am duly qualified, according to the Constitution of this state, to exercise the duties of the office to which I have been elected. And that I will, to the best of my ability, discharge the duties thereof, and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of this state and of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations. She wants it there. Congratulations. Am I stand up? For the picture?
Right here, you guys. Yeah, son. I've been blessed, y'all. I have a village. I've had so many people pour into me along the way. First and foremost, I want to thank God. I want to thank my incredible wife, Ashley. I don't even know where she as you can tell, she's already dipped out with Olivia. Not only she is an amazing mother to our two little girls, Kennedy and Olivia, she is a brilliant lawyer who, from time to time, gives me the kind of counsel that keeps me humble, keeps me straight, and keeps me grounded. And I'm extremely thankful for her. Peter and I were talking about our brides and the service that comes along with, and the sacrifice that comes along with service. But quite frankly, how none of this could be done without them. I want to thank the City of Columbia and the people, the trust that the people have put in me. Standing here today is in fact extremely humbling. I want to make sure it's very clear that I don't take this responsibility lightly. This moment was never about a title or a seat. It's always been about service. I chose to stay in Columbia because of my village, because of the support, the belief, and the sense of belonging that I have here. Now I have the opportunity and the responsibility to help ensure that same sense of community exists for everyone who wants to call Columbia home. From the very beginning, my guiding principle has been simple. As Madam City Manager just shared, it's been about you, about our neighborhoods, your safety, your families, your voices, and our shared future. That principle mattered during the campaign, but it matters even more now. I ran for City Council because I believe deeply in this city and in what's possible when we work together. In many ways, Columbia is a reflection of our country. I don't know of a city that embodies the idea of e pluribus unum more than Columbia, out of many one. Columbia doesn't lack talented, ideas, or heart. What we need and what I'm committed to making sure that I bring to the table is collaboration. That helps us get even more done. But the spirit of collaboration can't stop at City Hall. Our challenges, whether it's housing, whether it's public safety, infrastructure, opportunity, don't just stop at jurisdictional lines. And neither should our solutions. Right now, Columbia is experiencing a real momentum across our region, and we can see it taking shape all around us. Whether it's Bull Street and the new Publix grocery store coming, it's going to help address food access and making sure we have improved quality of life. We're beginning to see the long envisioned development of our riverfront, creating bicycle and pedestrian connectivity so people can leave their homes, ditch their cars, and enjoy what makes Columbia special. In North Columbia, we are witnessing the renaissance of Columbia College under Dr. John Dozier's leadership. And through the power of intergovernmental collaboration and partnership, we are seeing lives change through the home renovations, new housing opportunities, and real pathways to home ownership. And to my new Richland County colleagues, whether it's through Scout, the Columbia Area Development Partnership, or the way that we run up the score with public-private partnerships, I am excited to work with you. These wins did not and will not happen overnight. They are the result of years of partnership, planning, and people working, choosing collaboration over competition. I am proud to have played a role in that, a small role in that in the past. And I'm even more proud of what it tells us about where Columbia is headed. Progress is not something we admire from a distance. It is something we steward. As a member of City Council, I'm focused on building this momentum in a way that is inclusive, thoughtful, and grounded in everyday realities of our residents. Growth must reach every neighborhood. Opportunities cannot be limited by zip code, and development must be paired with our residents through listening. I come to this role ready to support my fellow council members, to learn from them, and to work alongside them. Our city manager mentioned city staff, my forever colleagues. I'm excited to rejoin you. Progress does not happen in silos. It happens when we show up, when we listen, and when we all pull in the same direction. Our neighborhoods are our crown jewels. Every single one of them, from North Columbia to Heathwood, from Eau Claire and to Greenview to Shandon. The people and communities that make up this city are its strength. Investing in them, empowering them, and lifting them up is how we honor who we are. It's how we expand access, make smarter investments, and continue to build hope. Before I close, I want to speak from the heart to my daughters, Kennedy, and in her absence, Olivia. Being your father is the greatest honor of my life. Kennedy, you will be old enough to remember watching your dad serve this city. We talked about this in a little bit in the car on the way here. You gave her a little prep. I hope what you remember most is not this position, but the purpose behind the service. Columbia, I promise to listen, to collaborate. I promise to show up and do the work with integrity and the utmost care. And I promise to never forget who this role is for. It is not about me. It is indeed about you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Sam P. Johnson. At this time, we welcome Councilman Peter M. Brown, District 4, to the podium with his family, or to the stage with his family. The oath to be administered by the Honorable Darrell Jackson of the South Carolina Senate.
First, we would administer the municipal and then next the state constitution. as a council member of the municipality of the City of Columbia.
As a council member of the municipality of the City of Columbia,
I will equally, fairly, and impartially, to the best of my ability and skill, exercise the trust reposed in me, and I will use my best endeavors to preserve the peace and carry into effect according to the law the purposes for which I've been elected. So help me God. And now the state constitution. I do solemnly swear that I am duly qualified according to the Constitution of the state to exercise the duties of the office to which I've been elected, and that I will to the best of my ability discharge the duties thereof and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of this state and of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations, Peter.
First of all, I want to thank God for putting me in this place, and I can make a difference in other people's lives and help the great folks in Columbia as we make our city the best place to live in South Carolina. I'd also like to thank Senator Darrell Jackson for being so gracious as to administer the oath of office tonight. I appreciate his endless support for our efforts in Columbia, and I'm grateful for his friendship. I also want to thank my amazing family for their unwavering and selfless support of my efforts on City Council, especially heading into another 4-year term. My wife, Pam, and my youngest daughter, Mary Rutledge, are here representing the family tonight, as our other daughters, Ashley, McCain, and Cecilia, could not be here. It has been well documented that 3 of our 4 daughters live in California, Colorado, and Florida, respectively. And one of my goals is to bring them home one day as we transform Columbia over the next few years. Special thanks to my wife, Pam, who's not only the love of my life, but also the foundation of our family and the most important person in my life. And also, she does a pretty good job of just letting me be me. Finally, I want to thank our supporters, including the mayor, our great team of advisors, especially Walter Wetzel, and our Get Out the Vote team led by Deans Fawcett. And let's not forget the voter, who almost always gets it right, and thankfully they've given me another chance to help Columbia continue on its journey of growth and prosperity. Columbia has always been a great place to live and raise a family, but something was holding us back. It has always been hard to figure out what that it was that was keeping Columbia from realizing its promise and manifesting its future. I spent the last 2.5 years on City Council building trust within our council, our leadership and management team, our business leaders, and within our communities and neighborhoods. We have spent our energies on the value of Columbia and allowing Columbia to purposefully and strategically grow throughout the entire city, with the hope that all of Columbia will flourish and not just a few places. We have put the pieces in place to allow Columbia to improve our quality of life as we grow and not destroy our quality of life. We've also worked closely with Richland County to better develop our synergies and our commitment to each other as Columbia enters this phase of growth and reinvestment back into our communities. We have forged better relationships with the University of South Carolina and all the other colleges and universities in Columbia, working together, not against each other, working together for the greater good of Columbia and not selfish actions designed around picking winners and losers. We will continue and expand these efforts as we try to establish a sustainable model of success for Columbia for the next generation to inherit. Our future is bright and we will not be denied. We will continue to build on the trust that we have established and we will restore confidence with the public. Together, we will debate, collaborate, and set a strategic path for Columbia as we build our future right in front of our eyes. This is Columbia's time. This is our moment. This is our chance to say, why not Columbia? This is our future, and we're going to seize the moment and make Columbia the best city in South Carolina. So buckle up, Columbia. Enjoy the ride, because the best is yet to come. So thank you for Columbia for trusting in us for the next 4 years.
And now, Councilwoman Tina N. Herbert, District 1, please join us with your family on the stage. The oath to be administered by the Honorable Jean Hafer Toll, retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of South Carolina.
Councilmember-elect Tina Herbert, please repeat after me these words of the municipal oath. As a council member of the municipality,
as a councilwoman of the municipality
the City of Columbia,
I
will equally, fairly, and impartially, to the best of my ability and skill, exercise the trust reposed in me, and I will use my best endeavors, to preserve the peace, and carry into effect, according to the law, the purposes for which I have been elected. So help me God. And the constitutional law, I, Tina N. Herbert, do solemnly swear that I am duly qualified, according to the Constitution of this state, to exercise the duties of the office of council member for the City of Columbia, and that I will, to the best of my ability, discharge the duties thereof, and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of this state and of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations.
Good evening, Columbia. 4 years ago, I took on the challenge from my former mayor, Mayor Benjamin, and I can't see, so I'm not sure where he is. But the challenge was to lead boldly. At that same time, I committed to our incoming mayor, Mayor Rickenman, that I would work together with him on all of the ideas that we truly had in common. And at the time, if I could be totally honest, I didn't really know how that was going to turn out. However, after 4 years and reflecting this morning, I did a self-evaluation to determine what I thought they would say, and I'm happy to report that they both gave me 5 out of 5. Thank you. Thank you so much, fellas. But we have done a lot this term, and I want to thank Mayor Rickman as well as my other colleagues, because as someone else already said, one person cannot get anything of significance done here in this city. But we have been able to redevelop Belmont community. We have a new park in Randall Park. We've put millions and millions of dollars into Greenview Park and Hyatt Park. We have a mobile food market. We have the Office of Neighborhood Engagement. We have a 5-year real estate strategy. We did Let's Build Together to help churches who have unused residential property. We have done a lot in these last 4 years. But I also want to make sure that I express my gratitude to our city staff, our city manager, our community and neighborhood leaders, our advisors, our consultants, those who called and complained, because you are all a part of this process that helps make Columbia better. And so that being said, I am honored, truly honored to be able to serve a second term. I am forever thankful to the Lord for the responsibility, and I understand it. But I'm thankful to my campaign team, the volunteers, the donors, Mickle and Bass, my firm, my aunties and my uncles on both the Herbert side and the Crumlin side. The last time I just said the Herberts. I want to get both sides of the family. I am grateful for the prayers and support of my home church at Reed Chapel AME and the prayers and support of my new home at the Brook. Of course, there's always my biggest cheerleader, my mom, Bernadette Herbert, and my mini-me, Asada, who I lovingly refer to as my ride or die chick. Over the last 4 years, I've learned 3 things that I want to share with you all. First is a lesson that I learned from J.T. McLaughlin, who used to be a former planner, and I don't know if J.T. is here today. But he said that we should plan with the people and not for the people. And I took that to heart. And so one of the ways we did that is we did a public input for planning the city-owned property that's near River Drive, where the former I-277 corridor once used to be, and that now will be a part of the Vista Greenway. I also learned that we are not alone. We had a heartbreaking day for me when an old neighbor, a babysitter, came to city council and explained that her house was falling apart, she was disabled, and she could do nothing, and none of the city programs could help. But the state stepped in, and I want to make sure that we do think, first, Representative Leon Howard stepped in, and then Representative Chris Hart and Senator Tamika Devine. And because of their assistance, we were able to give this neighbor, my former neighbor, a new home to live in. She doesn't have to use her oxygen mask, and her quality of life has definitely changed. And then last but not least, and probably the most unexpected, is that I learned that we are more alike than we are unalike. And Mayor, I have never spoken publicly about our former colleague, Mr. Taylor, but I thought it would be appropriate, and I want people to know that Mr. Taylor and I were actually kind of similar. We both always loved some very healthy debate. I'm a lawyer, and Mr. Taylor thought that he was smarter than every lawyer. So we had a good time. But one thing that is very clear, and I don't know where our clerk is because we put it in the record, there are at least 4 times where either I or Mr. Taylor said, "Madam Clerk, for the record, will you please note that I actually think that Mr. Taylor has a good idea?" Or vice versa. He would say, "Madam Clerk, please note for the record that Ms. Herbert may be right this time." I think it happened 3 or 4 times. He was missed, but again, the lesson was we are more alike than we are not alike. And so I will carry all of these lessons with me as I enter into a second term. And trust me, there's plenty of work to do in District 1. Our main corridors still have vacant storefronts, and we want the lights back on in those buildings. We still have vacant residential lots, and we're hoping to open those up to home ownership opportunities and closing the wealth gaps throughout the city. And so my commitment for this second term, among other things, I will keep fighting for economic investment in District 1, safer communities so that the citizens in District 1 can live their best lives. Let's continue to build together. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Herbert. And now, certainly the last but not the least, our Mayor, Daniel J. Rickerman, will come forward to the stadium with the oath with his family, and the oath will be administered by the Honorable John W. Kittredge, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of South Carolina.
You stand on this side, okay? Left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, sir. Mr. Mayor, repeat after me. As mayor of the municipality.
As mayor of the municipality.
Of the city of Columbia.
Of the city of Columbia.
I will equally, fairly, and impartially.
I will equally, fairly, and impartially.
To the best of my ability and skill.
To the best of my ability and skill.
Exercise the trust reposed in me.
Exercise the trust reposed in me.
And I will use my best endeavors.
I will use my best endeavors.
To preserve the peace.
Preserve the peace.
And carry into effect.
And to carry into effect.
According to law.
According to law.
The purposes for which I have been elected.
For the purposes of which I have been elected.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now to the state constitutional oath, Mr. Mayor. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear.
That I am duly qualified.
That I'm duly qualified.
According to the Constitution of this state.
According to the Constitution of this state.
To exercise the duties of the office.
To exercise the duties of the office.
Of Mayor of the City of Columbia.
Mayor of City of Columbia.
To which I have been elected.
To which I have been elected.
And that I will.
And that I will.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Discharge the duties thereof.
To discharge the duties thereof.
And preserve, protect, and defend.
To preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of this state.
The Constitution of this state.
And of the United States.
And of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. I know some of you are worried about it. I know my wife and daughters were definitely worried that I was going to get up here and sing. First of all, I'd like to thank God for the opportunity. I want to thank Columbia for a second term, allowing me to wake up every day and serve this city. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to my family, to my wife, Laura, to my daughters, Carlisle and Ellie, for their unwavering support. I would not be able to do it without them. I also like to say special thanks to my team, Dean Fawcett, for all you did, Walter Wetzel, my campaign team, for your partnership throughout this process, because you can't do it alone. Our friendships matter more than anything in the world. A big thank you to all the elected officials that are here, the former mayors that are here, not only for you being here, but for your guidance over the last 4 years, your advice and your support. A loud thank you to every citizen, every neighbor, every business owner who supports our efforts and believes in the vision of this great city. It is my honor to stand here again as the mayor of South Carolina's capital city for another term. 4 years ago, Columbia grabbed its opportunity, a real opportunity, and I'm proud to reflect that council has seized it. Together, we didn't hesitate, we didn't sit still, we leaned in, and today we're on a roll. We're on a great roll. We began by investing in our people, the employees who serve this city every day. We invested in technology to help make work more efficient. We invested in training to empower our teams. We've changed the processes to reduce frustration and increase effectiveness. Because a city cannot move forward without its workforce. At the same time, we took a hard look, how do we serve our customers, our citizens? We launched MyCola SC. We changed our customer service center protocols. We committed to being open to anything that would improve how our residents experience this city and this city government. It was new. It wasn't easy. The staff met us in the middle, and together we built something better. We continue to improve on it every day, and we're on this journey together. Also wanted to pause and recognize our friend and our colleague, our late Councilman Joe Taylor. Joe's dedication to improving city operations, customer service, especially in economic development, business licensing, is still being felt across this organization today. I look forward to continuing to work in his image, forming a government that's responsible, thoughtful, and forward-looking. I'd like to thank Councilman Peter Brown for stepping up and serving in his absence and really filling a void when we needed it. Today, Columbia is not only open, we're competitive and we're supportive. The same way I felt decades ago when I chose to start a business right here in Columbia on Devine Street in 1994. We started partnerships for incubators and technology to bolster diversity in our business atmosphere. We made sure that no business, big, small, or just one of those napkin dreams, and I know Senator Jackson knows what I'm talking about, is left wondering how to navigate our city processes. We invested in public spaces, in its right-of-ways, in cleanups. But we've also invested in marketing, making sure Columbia is no longer overlooked. We know who we are, and we will no longer hide in the middle of the state. We are working with our Midlands partners to show up loudly. We've made a conscious decision to showcase our pride, tell our story proudly and loudly. We focused in our community on all 4 districts of the city, from reinvesting in parks like Finley, Mays, Greenview, and the new riverfront, to expanding home ownership opportunities, to protecting the character and value of existing neighborhoods. We're all doing this by engaging and not settling for a few voices, but for all voices at the table. In the spirit, we no longer accepting status quo when it comes to homelessness. We're convening partners, we're coordinating services, and we're setting the example. We're continuing to prioritize safety, investing in our police officers, our firefighters, in technology and resources so they can do their jobs well. We established the Office of Violence Prevention, now the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, to serve as the quarterback, coordinating efforts, strengthening trust, focusing on prevention alongside enforcement. We've increased communication, transparency, and engagement, from our website to social media to how quick we answer your call or email. And we're not always perfect, but we're striving to be better for you, our citizens, our customers. You know what's happening in Columbia, and you know how to be heard, and you know how to get involved. But we're not done. We have 6 colleges and universities within these city limits. We created a collegiate engagement council to elevate our student voices, those 75,000 student voices here in our community, because partnerships matter. That is the thread that runs through everything that we're doing, ensuring everyone is a part of the journey to the future. Ensuring everyone has leaned in, as my Councilman Dowell says, remembering that it's about you, as Councilman Johnson campaigned and reminded us this evening. Always having a seat at the table, as Councilman Brennan presents. Telling folks to buckle up, as we've heard from those 15-second clips and those YouTube videos of Councilman Brown. Inviting all to build together, as Councilman Herbert leads us as we start rebuilding against those 2,100 empty lots across our city. Ensuring every corner and every community is included, as Councilman Bailey protects, preaches, and promises to continue to work. We're coming together. 4 years ago, we had a chance, and I'm proud to say that we seized it. Words cannot begin to describe the appreciation I have for the trust that you continue to place in me, this council, and our amazing city staff. Because without those 3 elements, it doesn't work. So I'm proud that this council remains committed to capturing the moment, to keeping our foot on the gas, because we're working towards an even brighter future for all of Columbia. So as we look ahead, as we build on this momentum, as we continue to invest, partner, and grow, don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in the moment, in the partnerships, the investment, the opportunity, and the quality of life that we're building here. In the growth, the community, and the culture. So don't stop believing in the vibe of this capital city. Columbia, hold on to it. Hold on to that feeling. Thank you, and may God bless the city of Columbia.
Not trying to take it down a notch. We're going to keep believing. We are going to conclude this wonderful evening with a moment to thank our incredible city staff, as Mayor Rickaman mentioned, for their work in preparing this evening's ceremony. We have such a very capable city team, and they truly deserve our appreciation. Shanique Belton, Erica Hammond, our city clerk, thank you, ladies. Thank you. And so many more. I can't get into calling names. Justin and Jay, our entire public relations team, our Parks Darius, our Parks and Recreation teams, our public safety teams. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who always, I have the best boots on the ground anywhere, so I have to say thank you. We also want to thank our community partners and everyone who helped make this event possible, particularly Bill, Martha, the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center team. Thank you all so very much. And a reception will be held immediately following the ceremony, and we certainly invite all of you to join us. Thank you again for being here this evening and for your continued support of the City of Columbia. We truly appreciate your partnership and your commitment to this community. And at this time, please stand as our very reverend and special Councilman Edward H. McDowell Jr. comes forward for our benediction, and we will conclude the ceremony following his benediction. Thank you so much.
Let us bow our heads. You brought us to this place where leadership continues to form. You brought us to this place where leadership continues to grow and to be nurtured inside of us. We thank you for today. We thank you for all of the things that you've allowed us as a council to at least discuss and to think about and to do. We thank you for our mayor who has been forthright in his delivery of ideas that was very, very, very prevalent in the life of this city. We're buckling up and we're leaning forward, for this city of ours continues to grow and to prosper. And now, in the name of the Creator, bless and keep us, create within us a clean and peaceable heart. We ask it in your name. Amen.
Good job.